on the road to Lumbini. Here is our breakfast stop. Let's go see if we can get a view. Well, sort of can. And a little bit blocked by trees, but some good views on the way up here. Oh my god. And there's a beetle just landed on me. What the I don't know if he's gonna bite me. Oh my god. Go away. Go away. Okay. Anyways. Well, alright then. On the way to Lumbini. The road to Lumbini, lunch break. Everybody else on the bus got off except me and one on the floor. Not that many locals going to Alright, made it to Lumbini. there's freaking nothing here. Well, my first impressions, it reminds me of India. I left the crowded cities and the mountains of Nepal, or I mean of Kathmandu and Pokhara. Now I'm in the plains in the southern part of Nepal, close to the edge of the border of India, which is why it reminds me of India. So I guess it's gonna be hot. The good thing about this being like India though is that I just had a huge meal for 280 rupees, which is like $2. Anyways, I don't really understand how this city works. If you look at the map, there's like this big rectangle of this, and I guess further in is all the temples and the museum and everything, but I don't know why it's like squared off like this. Like this is a random rectangle in the middle of freaking nowhere. Like outside, there's nothing. Almost nothing anyways. My hotel is just up here around the corner. And so you can see, I guess there's other guest houses and stuff outside of the fancy rectangle. In fact, I assume that inside the fancy rectangle, all it is monasteries and monastic stuff. There are no shops and things. So it kind of reminds me of the Mahabodhi temple complex, where it's just like this random square in the middle of Bodh Gaya. But it actually had like a city around it, like a full city. Whereas this, it's nothing. I mean, I've only seen part of it. The bus stop is just down there. They didn't drop me too far off from where I'm at right now. So, yeah, I haven't seen much of Lumbini yet. But I will. Okay, hang on. I just put my camera away a minute ago. But there's monkeys. We're in monkey territory again. And it looks like they're going to my hotel. Oh, look at that baby go. Oh, that one, is that a mom with a baby? Oh, I don't know. They're not actually going to my hotel. Oh well. Goodbye, monkeys. I'll see you later. Well, here we are. The road. The road to Lumbini, or I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'm already in Lumbini. I don't know what you would call this rectangular pavilion, but it's full of monkeys, and it's huge. It's probably gonna take me a couple days to explore the whole thing. Probably just gonna be a bunch of monasteries that I can't go into, just like Bodh Gaya, but it is what it is. At least I get to see them. And I'm probably not gonna film it because it's gonna be very boring. But take some nice photos and hopefully find a nice place to sit and meditate. Maybe someplace I can keep coming back to sit and meditate, like under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. And we'll see. In the meantime, it looks pretty empty here, or at least on this road. This is a little side entrance on the southern end of the gigantic rectangle. He's lounging. That is so funny. Oh gosh, don't do that. So that's the Mayadevi temple. And over here it's supposed to be some sort of, oh well, there's this thing. And then over in there it's supposed to be the, oh gosh, what do they call it? Ashoka pillar? Well, Mahendra pillar. Wait, no. There's No, the Ashoka pillar is that way. And then, actually, I don't know what all these flags are. That is the most flags I've ever seen. It's supposed to be a Mahendra pillar down further this way. There's a lot of flags. Anyways. Let's just keep going. This place is so confusing. Look at this road. I don't think I'm supposed to be on here. But this pillar over here, I don't know how else you're supposed to get here. This is the Mahendra pillar. So let's go take a look. This this doesn't look like much. There's absolutely no fanfare. I'm sure it would help if I actually knew what this was, what it means, but it's clearly not being taken care of. Let's see if we got any English on it. Looks like a big fat no. Okay then, so I mean, it was marked on my map like it was something important. Maybe it was or is, but it doesn't really feel like it. So, okay. On to the next landmark, I guess. Really, don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Man, that's a big ant. Holy crap, you ever seen an ant that big? That might actually be the biggest ant species I've ever seen. It's huge. I don't know if you see the small one. It's like a regular size ant for comparison. And then these guys, or my finger size comparison. I wonder what kind of species that is. This is wild. It's more interesting than the pillar. Oh, okay then. Got a nice little dragonfly too. I think that's actually, at least for me, like one of the interesting things about travel is you see so many different insects and animals that you don't see where you normally live. And I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not interesting for everybody, but I think it's pretty cool. You see monkeys and even just the domesticated animals, you know, cows and goats and buffalo, that sort of thing. Like that's not in Las Vegas. At least not where you see it every day, you know. So I think that's pretty cool, especially the goats. Goats are so soft. I wish they didn't run away, because I could pet goats and never get tired of it. But okay. Of course, the culture is nice too, which is what I'm trying to see. But apparently they don't care that much about that pillar back there. So let's see if we can find something a bit more maintained and pretty. I still like all these flags around here. There's gotta be something important in there. I mean, this is the main temple, according to my map. Let's see. Yeah, the Mayadevi temple is like right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But like, got this big huge rectangle. And then Mayadevi temple. Oh, here's a description. Let's see. Oh my Jesus. Mayadevi Temple is an ancient Buddhist temple situated at the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Lumbini, Nepal, very close to the Indo-Nepal border. It is the main temple at Lumbini, a site traditionally considered the birthplace of Buddha. The temple stands adjacent to a sacred pool known as Puskarni and a sacred garden. The archaeological remains at the site were previously dated to the 3rd century BCE. Brick buildings constructed by Ashoka, a 6th century BCE timber shrine, was discovered in 2013. In November 2013, an international team of archaeologists digging into the temple discovered the remains of an ancient tree shrine dated back to 550 BCE. The researchers speculated that the site of earliest evidence of Buddhist structure and the first archaeological evidence of Gautama Buddha's life. Evacuation, blah blah blah. Well, okay. Blah blah blah. I'll show you these fancy dancy archaeological excavations, and the pond, and the temple, and the garden. I guess this is even considered the garden here. There's some pretty flowers. Oh, I love that pink color on those flowers. That's a nice shade. Nice shade of pink. This is like orange pink. These are more pinky pink. Yeah, there they are. Maybe not like orange pink. I don't know how you would describe it, but it's a bit more muted than something like that. Looks like Bodhi tree leaves. Oh man. Why is the path curving away here? How do I get in this place? I just gotta keep following around, I guess. There's some monks in there. Probably won't be able to film, or at least I wouldn't want to, because I don't want to disturb them. Or at least I'm not going to be talking. Maybe I can get a little bit of footage. Oh man, this is such a big area though, and there's just nothing. I mean, actually, I'm kind of glad that we get some actual natural landscape without everything being so developed, putting buildings everywhere, destroying the ecosystem, you know. So yeah, this is nice actually. It still weirds me out though. It's just this random gigantic rectangle in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm surprised there's not a bigger city outside of this area, but there's really just a few guest houses and restaurants. Like, I don't even know how you call this a city. It's literally just this World Heritage rectangle, and like some places for tourists around it to eat and sleep. I don't know where the houses are. I mean, earlier in the footage, I think I showed some farmland. But man, the population must be small here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at those flowers. Those have to be like the prettiest flowers I've ever seen in my life. I love that color. I'm taking a picture of that. Wow. Those are beautiful. Look at these. Yellow, white, and pink. What a beautiful color combination. Wow. Okay. I love flowers. Ooh, there's some more. Alright then, let's put the camera away and maybe pull it back out in a minute. I literally just put the camera away. Now it's time to pull it back out again because there's more pretty flowers. But actually, check this out. Just found this guy. Oh, and I scared him. That's pretty cool. Okay then. I guess we put our shoes over there, and then we go over there. So the entrance fee, 600 rupees, which kind of sucks. Mahabodhi temple was free. So this is probably the only time I'm going to be here, because I don't want to pay 600 rupees every time I want to come here just to sit down and meditate. Additionally, a video camera fee was $25 US. I snuck this camera in, and I actually wasn't planning on using it because I wanted to be an honest person, but I just wanted to point out the Bodhi tree right there and the sacred pond, and then back there is the Mayadevi temple. I don't know if you can see it. Inside the temple is supposedly the exact place where the Buddha was born. And they don't even allow photos in there, so... I mean, I brought my phone to take pictures of stuff. You know, aside from the GoPro. But there's no photos inside the temple. It was interesting though. There was just money everywhere. People just throw money all over the temple, which I think is funny. I don't see why the Buddha would be like a money person. I don't really understand giving money to gods. I mean, like, what do they need with it? But even more so to the Buddha, like, you know, Buddhists reject money. They don't deal with money. So why are we offering money to the place where the Buddha was born? It's funny. I decided to continue going barefoot after leaving the Mayadevi temple and now into the rest of giant rectangle. I really don't know what to call it. Anyways, yeah, barefoot is nice. So, like I said, I wasn't allowed to film in there, but I did a little bit. There wasn't much to see as per usual when it comes to these Buddhist pilgrimage sites I keep going to. But I did sit under one of the trees and meditate for an hour, and that was nice. It was nice. It wasn't a Bodhi tree, but it was a tree. It had a platform under it. Most of the trees at the Mahabodhi temple didn't have platforms, so that was nice. Then I come out and I pee in the restroom, and then after I leave, this lady comes out and asks for 5 rupees, and I'm like, do you work here? So This could have just been any old lady asking for money outside the bathroom, but I asked the ticket counter and he was like, yeah, it's 5 rupees. So I did not get scammed out of 5 rupees. Unless you want to generically say that getting charged for a bathroom is a scam, then yeah, I did get scammed out of 5 rupees. Well, I thought this was something, but it's not, so back to the main walkway. It's getting a lot more crowded now. Yeah, let's go back and see what we can see. Yep, not much to talk about, really. There is a Buddha statue up here that we can go look at. Hello. Yes. Blue statue. Very far away. It's really just a lot of empty land out there. Maybe they'll build more monasteries in the future. And here's the big moat thing. I don't really know what this is for. But it doesn't go all the way around. And I think the water level isn't quite as high as it's supposed to be either. If I look on my map, yeah, it only goes 3/4 of the way around, which is interesting. It's like not a full circle, but it's more than a semicircle. But okay. Oh my god, that's a person in the water over there. I thought it was a big freaking bird. That's funny. Alright, let's go check out this Buddha statue. From the back, he looks like a child, which is funny because I've never seen a child Buddha statue. But I guess it would make sense because it's Lumbini, the birthplace of the Buddha. So we have baby Buddha. Oh, hello.
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 Hello. Sorry, I cannot. I cannot. No, I'm. No, I've been told I'm not supposed to encourage begging. You're a cute little kid, though. You're a cute, like child Buddha.
Đây.
Yes, bye. Okay. Oh, this ground is hot. Whew. Baby Buddha.
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you country?
I'm from America.
America.
Yes.
Yes, I am Indian.
Oh, this ground is very hot. Hang on. I will go over here. Oh, this ground is hot too. Well, I think it's time I put my shoes on. It's too hot. So you are from India?
I am Buddhist religious.
You are religious? Ah, me too. I like Buddhism, so I come to Lumbini. Which part of India are you from?
India.
Yeah, where?
Yay.
Like,
The tour picnic.
are you from Delhi, Varanasi, Bodh Gaya?
Delhi.
You're from Delhi?
Delhi.
Ah, okay. Nice to meet you. Oh man. Their English was not as good as most people from India. I usually have pretty good English, especially at that age. Alright, this is the first monastery I've actually gone inside. This is the Indian monastery. You can see the life of the Buddha in the paintings. Birth and first steps in Lumbini. He looks like a miniature adult instead of a baby. Cutting his hair. Meditating profusely. This is the milk rice offering. And I saw the Sujata Stupa related to this in Bodh Gaya. And here's Bodh Gaya again. Converting Angulimala, the murderer, with the necklace of fingers. The story goes, okay, I actually don't remember much of the story, but like Angulimala, I think he was like studying with his teacher, and the teacher told him to go murder a bunch of people. I don't remember why. I think the teacher was like afraid of him like surpassing him or something. So he purposely told Angulimala, which isn't his real name. Angulimala means like finger necklace or some crap. I'm getting all these facts wrong. But anyways, his teacher told him to go murder a bunch of people. Like 1,000, or maybe it was 100, I don't know. But he got like a finger off of every one person he murdered. And he needed one more to complete his quest. And he was going to kill his mother. But then the Buddha came and was like, nah, bro, don't do that. And then now Angulimala is a cool guy. I'm the best storyteller. I don't know that story. The first teaching in Sarnath. I went there too. Deer Park, yes. Or not the first teaching, but the first sangha, the first group of practitioners. I don't know that story. Elephant and a monkey. I don't know that story. Some guy trying to kill Buddha. I don't know that story. And then the great passing of Buddha. It says Kushinara, but I think that's probably a different language or different spelling of Kushinagar, which is one of the 4 holy places for Buddhist pilgrimage, which I have not been to. I went to Lumbini and Bodh Gaya and Sarnath, but I did not get a chance to go to Kushinagar. Anyway, seeing as how this is the only monastery I've been able to walk into so far, I figured I'd show you around. And there's a guy with a tuktuk probably waiting for me. He wants my business, but I'm just walking everywhere, so sucks for him. Well, I've walked all the way up 1/2 of this giant rectangle. We saw the Sri Lankan monastery where I got death stares. Cambodian monastery, didn't even go in. The Myanmar Burmese monastery, I was able to walk in on a side gate, and I was walking around and the place was empty. I think I saw like a dining hall. There were 2 people in there, but I didn't actually step in, so like I couldn't see them. I just saw their silhouettes. There was like nobody to talk to, and I felt a little unwelcome there, so I left. And then what else did I see? That might have been it for just the monasteries. Oh yeah, there's this one, the Nepal Theravada Buddha Vihar, which I went into hoping something could happen, and nothing happened. I actually just waltzed inside the building, and then some monk was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, can I meditate here?" He was like, "No, the building is still being constructed." So, yeah, nothing happened there. Oh, and then there was the Indian monastery that I showed you, and the Thai monastery, which is closed for lunch right now. The most interesting one, I went into the Bodhi Institute, which is supposed to be Canadian, and I actually, I sat down there with this girl who worked there, or is a student there, and works there. And I was talking to her, and she was nice enough to sit down and talk with me, and she gave me a water free of charge, which was really nice of her as well. And I told her, I'm like, I'm looking for a place to stay, to meditate, like a retreat. And she's like, "Oh, okay, let me ask the person in charge." So I'm like, "Oh, that's great. Finally, I had the Buddhist experience that I keep hearing about, of just walking into a monastery and they just let you stay there." But no, that didn't happen. She came back and she's like, "I talked to the person in charge here. You know, we do have space, but she doesn't want you to stay here because our rooms don't have AC and they don't have private bathrooms, and she thinks that you're going to be sick or something." And and I'm like, "That doesn't bother me. I don't care. I just want to have a place to stay that will feed me and I can meditate." It's not what I said, but that's how I feel. But and now I could have told this girl to, like, you know, relay this information back to the person in charge. Like, I don't mind if the room doesn't have AC or a private bathroom. But the way I interpreted that is that it was just an excuse, because that's what it sounds like. I mean, why would you... What is going on over there? Okay, there's like people in the water over there doing something. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I think whoever this person was just making an excuse because they didn't want me to stay there for whatever reason. So I didn't want to press the issue even though a room without AC really isn't a big deal. But anyways, that's that. And then here's the Vipassana Center. I am not gonna do Goenka again. That was not my style. So I will go eat some lunch and then explore the other half of this giant rectangle. And the other half has Panditarama International Center, which I already emailed, and they said they weren't accepting people, but I still want to check it out. Chinese monastery, Vietnamese, French, Singapore, a bunch of stuff. And then here at the end is the museum, Japanese temple, and World Peace Pagoda. I saw it in the distance earlier. It looks similar to the one in Pokhara. So, anyways, I will go check that out. Well, here it is. Panditarama Vipassana Center. Closed. I don't even have the option to talk to anybody there because the gate's locked. So, I guess what they said in my email was correct. They are closed and they're not accepting anybody, which is unfortunate because I think this is the only place around here that lets you stay and meditate, and it feeds you, you know, other than the Goenka place. But I'm not doing Goenka again. Anyways, just had lunch at a cafe around the corner. Some lady, I was sitting down waiting for my food, and some lady looks at me and is just like, please, please, and like motioning, and then I see like another lady wants to sit where I'm sitting, and I'm like, okay. So I move over, and it kind of bothered me. You know, there's like I heard about this in some Buddhist podcasts before. It's like you have this image of yourself, and if it ever comes into question, you're bothered. And so like my image is, you know, someone who follows the rules and is polite and everything. So when she like told me to, you know, get the heck over there so that my friend can sit where you're sitting, you know, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. But I was like, whatever. And then I'm also thinking like, okay, maybe there's like a language barrier, and she can't like articulate like, oh, my friend would like to sit there. Do you mind moving? You know, that would have sounded a lot better. But that's not what she said. So I'm sitting there like thinking about it and trying to lessen my negative reaction to the situation. But then this freaking lady is like dabbing her face with tissue and then throwing it on the floor in the freaking cafe. And people around here litter all the time outside, but this is the first time I've seen it like inside, like literally like right in front of the counter where the employees are. And so now I'm like pissed at this lady for like probably not even a good reason. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'll just, you know, pick up her tissues and like throw it back at her and be like, please, please. And like I had a little bit of my drink left, and I'm thinking like, oh, just splash it on her face. You know, this is the vengeful thoughts that often occur in everybody. And I don't think it's normal to have thoughts like this. I mean, it just happens, and most people don't act on them, which is of course good. Otherwise, we live in a more messed up society than we already do. But in addition to not acting on it, I took that as an opportunity to practice metta and loving kindness. And I just like had thoughts about this woman and her friends. You know, may you be happy, may you be safe. And it really, metta is special. It really helps counteract your negative feelings and your negative emotions towards other people. I mean, yes, sure, you can sit there and think like, okay, yeah, of course I'm not actually gonna splash my drink on this lady or throw her napkins back at her. But you still have the negative mindset. What metta does is takes it a step further and flips that negative mindset into a positive mindset of loving kindness and compassion for your fellow human beings, even if they kind of suck. And that's just something that I've learned through Buddhism over the year that I find so valuable, is the ability to completely turn around your experience, even for just a few moments, because obviously the thoughts are gonna churn, and I'm still gonna have this aversion and this dislike of this woman. You know, it's not like I'm gonna turn into the Dalai Lama just because I had a few thoughts of loving kindness. But it does help. So that's my poorly told lesson to you today. Incorporate loving kindness into your days. I mean, it really helps. Even if you do it for a selfish reason, like it doesn't feel good to be full of hate and anger. So if you can turn that around, you have a much pleasant time in life. I mean, I think that's reason enough to do it, but as well, the people around you, they notice it, they feel it. It's just great. I love loving kindness. Anyways, that's story time. Pretty upset about this, but again, gotta think positive or whatever and just move on. It is what it is. Being upset about it isn't gonna change it. So you accept it. You accept reality for how it is. And some things we can change, and obviously you can work to change while at the same time accepting the present moment. It's an interesting line to walk, accepting the moment and working to change it, but it's entirely possible. Anyways, now let's go continue on our temple tour in Lumbini. And holy shit, that is I don't understand. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. You have this nice peaceful river in the middle of like a million different monasteries, and you play this loud freaking engine. Like, I don't get it. They had the same thing on the Ganges River in Varanasi. So many engine boats. It just like kills the vibe. You know what would be nice here? Would be really nice? A rowboat. But no, they got these stupid engines. Anyways, I gotta figure out where I'm going. I'm gonna stop filming. The Korean temple that looked so amazing from the outside is unfinished on the inside. It's a little disappointing. There's a real sense of overbearing awe and inspiration walking up those steps to this huge building. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. But if the inside isn't even finished, then what the heck do people stay here? Oh, can't go that way. Huh. Well, maybe they don't stay here in the temple. Maybe they don't do anything in the temple because it's not finished. But there's buildings over there that the Korean monks probably stayed in. That's so weird. I feel like every temple I go to just isn't finished. Check this out though. It's huge. So much work done to the outside. And yet the inside is unfinished. I wonder how long it even took them to build the outside. And I wonder what their time span is for finishing the inside. Anyways, on to the next one. Vietnamese monastery right here has a sign that says, "Still under construction, therefore we have not opened it for visitors." I swear everything's under construction here. I don't get it. I mean, Lumbini has been the birthplace of the Buddha for, since he was born 2,500 years ago. You're telling me they just started building all these temples a couple years ago? I don't get it. There's some more over there that I'll go look at. And there's the World Peace Pagoda too. Oh, look at that one. That one looks finished. Let's go see if it's finished. Alright then. That little big building over there didn't allow photos. It's just a big circular room with a big Buddha statue. I meditated in there for 20 or 30 minutes and the lady working there seemed very grateful and happy that I did that. So that was cool. And then this building here, my map says it's like a French monastery. And I walked in there and I was just looking around and this guy's like, "Hello, photo?" And I pointed at a sign that said, "Silence please." And then I just put my hands together and stopped looking at him. I don't understand why everybody does this around here. Here in Nepal and India, like all these monasteries and things, they all tell you to be quiet, and then none of the local people are quiet. I don't get it. And then the guy outside wanted 50 rupees for a water, but that's way overpriced, so I gave him 40. Oh no. No entry. This is another place I was gonna try to stay at to meditate. Every place around here is closed. This sucks. I gotta go back to America to go on retreat for like $1,000 a week. Oh well. 12 deeds of Buddha. Descending from Tushita heaven. Entering his mother's womb. Doesn't sound right. So this place is like the most completed place I've seen so far. So I decided to show you. I don't know why those prayer wheels are so hard to turn. I've already done my round around here, but I decided to do it again with the camera and show you the deeds of Buddha taking birth. It's really a beautiful building. The fountains are not working though. This one is becoming skilled in arts and crafts. Oh, those are my favorite flowers again. I didn't notice those earlier. Okay. May all beings be happy. Renouncing the world. Becoming a monk. Practicing austerities for 6 years. Subduing Maras. May all beings be peaceful. I don't know if they speak English. Or maybe I just weirded out by the camera. Attaining perfect enlightenment. Interestingly enough, over here are some looms. I don't know why, I don't know what they're making. Or sewing machines. Whatever. Deed number 10. Turning the wheel of Dharma. Deed number 11. Please keep off the grass. Butter lamp house. Alright, this one's for you watching. Whoever you are. May you experience great friendships. May you be free from physical and mental harm. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. Displaying miracles. And the last deed of Buddha. Passing into Mahaparinirvana. Alright then. That was the 12 deeds of Buddha. Alright, check this out. The peace pagoda is down there. There's a little pillar. That's where I came from. My map says this is a museum. But do you notice anything strange or off? There's no people. All the people are over there. And those doors, they don't look They're taken care of. Man, what is up with this city? Nothing is done. Everything's like abandoned. I don't know what the... Oh, there's a pair of shoes. Oh, maybe it's just closed. Museum open January. It's 3:38 on a Monday in June. That works, right? June's in there. Other day. November 1st to January. Should be... Am I doing my math wrong? Okay, there's people in there, but... Oh, what the... Alright then. There's no Lumbini museum. Oh man, this is... This is incredible. There's so many... I feel like there's a lot of tourists here too. It's literally all Indians and Nepalis. But there's a good number of them here. And there's like nothing to see, nothing to do. Except for them, it is. I see them all. They're all the same. They go in the temple, they take a picture, they take another picture. They gotta get the right angle, the right pose. They take a picture of each other, take some selfies, and then they leave. And you know, I guess that's what a lot of people do at a lot of different tourist places. And to be fair, there's freaking nothing else to do in these temples. There's no monks, there's no teachers giving lessons or anything. I don't get it. I feel like I just maybe thinking about staying, I don't know, like a week or more or something here, but as it stands now, I think half a day and I'm already freaking done here. But I still got the Stupa city down that way. Let's go check it out. Well, continuing in the fashion of describing events rather than showing you, the tourist police stopped me and asked for a photo. If they're doing some sort of documentary about tourists, I don't know. And here I am walking in the middle of nowhere. Technically, I mean, somewhere. World Peace Pagoda is over there somewhere, and the Japanese temple too. Well, I don't know. Some guy tried to give me a ride at a tuktuk for 100 rupees, and I was like, nah. And he's like, okay, 50 rupees. And I'm like, no. And it's funny because when you literally don't want something, that's when the price goes dirt cheap. And then you still don't buy it because you don't really want it. So let that be a bargain lesson for you. If you want something, try not wanting it. Oh man. I've been out in the sun all day. I think I'm going crazy or something. I mean, maybe I could have taken that tuk-tuk, but I get free exercise, even if it makes me crazy. Way to World Peace Pagoda. Let's go. Woohoo! Check it out. It's like Buddhist Disneyland. You know what? Maybe this is like Buddhist Disneyland. Gotta work with the aversion. Work with the disappointment. The buildings are just buildings. The disappointment is all in here. So I can notice it, become aware of it, and not get lost in the story. And instead, just be happy. Happy of this rock in my shoe. Yeah. I'm happy that there's a rock in my shoe. Because I have feeling in my foot. That's good. My foot isn't numb. Yeah. And I'm happy that buildings suck here because well, sometimes things suck. And you gotta know how to be okay with things sucking. You can't throw a fit every time something sucks. Yeah, learn to be okay with not being okay. There's another lesson for you. For me, another lesson for me. Alright, Peace Pagoda, incoming. Woo! Let's go check it out. I'm running out of battery on this though, so I probably don't even want me to film. So I'll put this away and take pictures on my phone instead. Yep. Alright, just got a little bit of battery left. I saw the Peace Pagoda. It was like the one in Pokhara. And then I listened to the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo chant at the Japanese temple for a few minutes. This is supposedly like a crane sanctuary preservation area. Definitely looks like one. I don't see any cranes, but we got a cool. Oh, never mind. He's gone. Oh man, it's been a long day. I got out, I started walking like 7, maybe 7:30. Well, and then I had breakfast. But after that, it was mostly walking, hour-long meditation. Right now, it's almost 5. But there's supposed to be a 7 o'clock puja at the, what was it called? The Bodhi Institute? The one where I tried to ask to stay at. So, watch your head. I'm gonna go to that puja, and maybe the person in charge will be there, and they'll see me, and I'll see them, and I'll say hey, and they'll say hey, and then I'll be like, please let me stay here. I don't know. I'm desperate. Otherwise, I'm freaking leaving this place probably the day after tomorrow. Literally seen the whole thing in one day. There's nothing else here. It's the weirdest place I've ever been, honestly. So strange. I hope I captured its strangeness on film. But you gotta look at the map too. I mean, it's bonkers. Absolutely mad. But alright then, it's probably my last bit of filming today, so signing off.